What up, Ill House? This is Datwon Thomas, co-founder of Twnty.
What's up, y'all? It's Gary, co-founder of Twnty and designer.
There it is. And he's also accountant. He's also run you down. He's also pull them out.
Pull up on your block.
Pull up on the block.
Open the trunk, however you want it.
But really, man, I mean, like if I was to kind of explain what he does for the company, it's priceless. Like ideas, he thinks about the future more so than, yo, here's what we're gonna do today. He's thinking like, yo, here's what we're gonna do in 2030. You know what I mean? And you know, to have somebody on a team like that thinks about the future more so than what we're doing right now is priceless. And what it does is it makes sure that the business doesn't falter. And you couldn't ask for a better partner than that. And I always love the fact that he's on top of everything more so than if I was to look at it like, oh, this is what we got to do today or tomorrow or next week. He's always looking at the years ahead.
Got my man Datwon here with me, man. I guess he spoke about me, so I got to speak about him. This is one of the best partners you can have as well, like how you were saying, man, you know, he comes through with everything we need, whenever we need him, all the connections. As you know, he is a familiar face, so we do have a lot of connections, and he does throw the alley every time that he can, and we definitely killing the game together, you know? No doubt. Shout outs to our other partners too, Sade and Dion. You know him as Dope.
Yeah, that's the 1-2 punch. I mean, if you come to any of our retail situations, you're gonna see Sade. She's gonna give you that smile, but she's gonna ask for that credit card. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna ask you for that, where that green at. You know what I mean? She gonna do that. Sometimes you might see my youngest daughter too. She might ask you for that paper too. She will run you down. They mad sweet, but they don't play.
Don't let the sweet face fool you.
For real, man. And Dion, if you see him, you know who he is. He's the biggest one in the crew, super level-headed, always looking out for new opportunities for us, always on the branding side. And he's another one, man, that is invaluable to the team. But if you think about it, like we've been, 2 years this month? Like,
oh, actually, this Tuesday makes 2 years, the 22nd.
It's crazy. It's so crazy to think like in 2 years, what you can do with a brand that would be something that you just talk about for a long time. You know what I mean? And for me, I've started like other little kind of like t-shirt brands and stuff like that just for fun, you know, and never really looked at the business side of it. It was just spending money. And then G and Sade, they actually came in with a business plan for us to go ahead and go forward and to actually structure this into something real. And when you see that, it's like another frame of thought comes in. It's not just like, you know, oh, I'm just doing this for the humble. It's doing this for the future. It's doing it for our families. You know, our nephew, he jumps in and he helps out. My wife, she's out there, she's making sales. You know what I mean?
Number one sales rep.
Exactly,
the real
man.
MVP, shout out to Nika.
You know what I mean? So when you start thinking about the family, and then you gotta think about like all the G connects, you know, from his Hart family, they all rep us like it's their joint as well. So you start to see like how people in the family become extended family because of a brand. You know what I mean? And everybody kind of gets behind that. And then you also have like the collabos, you know what I mean? We start linking with people like Famous Nobodies and Best I Fly. Shout out to our man Steve out there, you know what I mean? Like you start seeing like how you can build on top of building. It's a whole nother thing.
We also want to add on to our special people too that rep for us, you know, to help us grow every day. Shout outs to Carmelo Anthony, Vado, Dave East, you know, just to name a few that we're really close with. You know, it's just the whole coming together as a team and everybody having their own separate brain to work from brings a lot together when you put it together on the table. I like to call it a gumbo. As you know, everybody knows a gumbo is just a mixture of different
spices
and flavors. So I feel like that's what our team brings together. So, you know,
it's
22.
Really dope. There it is, you know what I mean? And Twnty is rocking right now, man. It's dope when we post stuff on the gram or Facebook or whatever and people just respond. You hear people like, oh, I gotta get this one, I'm gonna do it. When we drop that at 222, you know, that's our release. People be like, yo, let's do it. Like even today, the pop-up shop over here, like, letting people know that it's like, what, 40% off?
40% off today. The pop-up shop started at 2:22 p.m. We like to keep the whole 22 theme going, from the sales to even the price that we set at $22 when it's 22 minutes. It's one of the biggest rushes we ever get, but 22, everything's 22. Everything.
All day, you know what I mean? This is Datwon from 22.
And this is Gary G from 22, and you're about to watch some ill shit.
On Ill House.
Motherfuckers.